Team GB Cycling, ladies and gentlemen. And they keep on coming. Next up onto the stage, please welcome the Paralympic cycling team. 12 golds, 3 silvers and 6 bronze for Paralympic GB in Rio. And we're going to talk to 2 of them here on the stage with JJ, and they need big rounds of applause as well. Dame Sarah Storey, most decorated British female Paralympic athlete of all time, and also Kadina Cox, the first British Paralympian in 28 years to win medals in 2 different sports at the Games. So with JJ.
Huge achievement. Dame Sarah Storey, we'll start with yourself. You're the most successful female Paralympian GB's ever produced. I mean, what does that mean to you?
Oh, it's huge. Obviously, Tanya Gray-Thompson is an incredible athlete. I've always looked up to her, so I don't think it really will ever sink in that I've won more gold medals than she has, but she's been an incredible mentor to me throughout my career, since my very first games in '92, and she will continue to be, so she's just so incredible.
Oh, and you've done that across 2 sports, but you've done 2 sports in the same games, breaking a record which stood for 28 years for Great Britain.
32.
32? Who wrote these cards?
It was fun. I went out there to achieve what I did, and we weren't sure if it was going to go as well as it did, but I went out there and I performed the best I could, and I'm happy with what I did.
How do you prepare for something like that? Because it's such a vastly different sport.
Yeah, it was tricky, but I just cycled a bit and ran a bit, and it worked.
Not just a bit. And what do you think of that achievement?
Oh, it's incredible. You think that you have to be able to remember which venue you're going to at the start of the day, if nothing else. So, Kadina did an incredible job, and she was just saying earlier she wished she'd been able to do the road race because she picked up an injury, because we got little lunch pouches that we could take on our bikes with us from the feed zone, and she quite liked the look of those.
And this was your 7th Paralympic Games. I mean, how have the crowds changed? How have the games changed since you started all these years ago?
Everything's just so much bigger. We always had the same elite sport, the same incredible athletes, the same incredible support staff. British Paralympic Association have always been there, but more and more people know about what we do now, and more athletes around the world are training full time. The numbers inside the village are bigger and bigger every time. There's more sports as well. We had para-canoeing, para-triathlon for the first time in Rio, so it was incredible to see it just grow over the last, few years.
And Kadina, continuing with 2 sports or picking up a 3rd, what are you going to do?
Do you know what? I was on holiday and I did some rafting, and now I think I could be a pretty decent rower, so who knows?
Well, you've pretty much got triathlon covered as well.
Yeah, I can't swim. That one's not working. I should learn, right here, because this race is getting pretty bad.
Listen, it's been incredible, support you get now. People watching at home, I don't think there could be 2 better women to ask. What would you say to people that want to get involved in Paralympic sport?
Go and find a club, join a club, learn how to do the events that you're interested in. But if you're especially young children, should just do as many different sports as they can. I even talked my way onto the boys' cricket team for a while when I was at primary school. I played table tennis, although not to Will Bailey's standard, and did running, did gymnastics, swimming, and obviously now cycling. But as many sports as you can. Find out what you love, find out what you're good at, and then just work as hard as you possibly can. Not every day is going to be like parade day. There's going to be some really hard days in there as well. But the hard graft, that's what makes it worth it when the sun shines like it does on a day like today.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Please go and join your incredible team. Big round of applause for Kadina and Dame Sarah Storey.
Dame Sarah Storey and Kadina Cox there, fantastic advocates for the sport. I think it's fair to say we'll all be watching what Kadina does next, because she's capable of absolutely anything. Right, next up, please put your hands together for the Paralympic canoe team. This was actually the first time that Paralympic canoeing was represented at the Olympics, and it's fair to say that we did pretty well. Anne Dickens there, raise your hand high. Now Anne won't mind you sharing her story, because Anne was a games maker in 2012, got herself talking to a canoe coach and thought, I'll have a go at that, and thankfully for us she did. Turns out she's pretty good. She came away with a gold medal. Congratulations. Right, next up, it is the Olympic canoe team. Water. I don't know why there's any need for that poncho, is there? Good to see you guys, thank you so much.
And behind the canoeists we have the Olympic equestrian team. We got 2 gold, 1 silver in this. We got team dressage silver, individual gold dressage, and this man here, Nick Skelton, gold in show jumping at 58 years of age. In his 7th Olympic Games, 16 years after he fractured his neck in 2000. With a gold medal, Nick Skelton. And the medals keep coming next. Please welcome Albert Square, the Olympic gymnasts. 2 golds, 2 silvers, 3 bronze. Included in this group we have Amy Tinkler, the youngest member of Team GB. Niall Wilson also there with a bronze. Bridie Page, who got that silver in trampolining as well. And Max is going to talk to Helen.
Max Whitlock, take a bow. What you did in Rio was phenomenal. 3 medals, a bronze and then 2 gold within the space of an hour. Talk us through that day.
It was a crazy day, you know, to do it in the space of an hour and a half was just unbelievable. The support we've had this whole journey, and for you guys to be here today, just even in this weather, is just incredible. You know, we didn't realise how much support we had until we stepped off that plane, so thank you very much.
In terms of support, I mean, 10 million people were watching you. Did you kind of come back and kind of, were you getting stopped in the street everywhere?
Yeah, the recognition's gone up a bit, but for the individuals, for the sport profile, it's just been incredible. So the amount of gymnasts that I've heard that are doing gymnastics today is just crazy. So hopefully we can keep that continuing. That's been our mission, to inspire a generation, inspire people into sport, so we're doing quite well at it.
Let's talk about the pommel, because as you say, great time for British gymnastics. We've waited a long time for a medal, but to see 2 British boys battling for the top spot, how nerve-wracking was it watching this?
To be honest, I don't watch any other competitor, but to know, you know, to have 2 GB guys up there in the Worlds last year, 1 and 2, and in the Olympic Games, it's just 1 and 2. It's just crazy. It's a big statement. So hopefully, you know, I'm a big believer of success breeds success. So hopefully, what we're doing can inspire the generation under us.
And on that, a word on your teammates, because I was kind of stood with some of your teammates watching the others get their medals. It seems like you're a close-knit gang. How proud are you of the guys?
So proud. You know, we come out with 7 medals, and it's way over our target. So we couldn't be prouder. The amount of history that we've done across the whole of Team GB has just been incredible. And we need to keep continuing it, and the support that you guys give helps us massively.
Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, the fabulous Max Whitlock! And let you join your team. Absolutely unbelievable achievement. I felt pretty jammy. I used to stand behind Matt Baker just to watch what was going on because it was such a good atmosphere in there. Thank you guys for the memories. Right, another team that managed to put in some stunning performances, the Paralympic equestrian team. Now in terms of medals, these guys really brought home the bacon. 11 medals in total.
Medals, brought home 7 gold from the 11 events. We're joined by Lee Pearson now. Lee, come on out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Lee Pearson was the first man into the Maracana Stadium because he was the flag bearer for Paralympics GB. How did that honour feel?
I got awful friends saying, do something funny with the flag over your face, and I was like, this is the most important time of my life. I'm going to intend to stay on the scooter and not drop the flag.
Well, you managed that, and then you also managed to stay on your horse as well, including a gold and a silver. Now, you've got an individual silver back in 2012, and that kind of determined you to come back and get the gold this year.
Yeah, it did, and just before 2012, this particular horse, Zion, broke my back in 4 places as well, but he really did behave himself out in Rio, and I love him to bits, and yeah, the silver medal was so important on the Wednesday, well, and on the Friday, we kicked on and we did his job and we got the gold.
And Zion, it must have been a big trip for him travelling out there. What's he doing now? Is he on holiday?
He's got a shaggy coat, he's in the field eating grass like a normal horse, and then we're preparing for the European Championships next year.
You've got 11 Paralympic golds, you've seen the evolution of this sport. And what do days like today mean to you?
I think today's just phenomenal. To be up north, I've done a few London parades in my life, but nobody does like the north! I'm a Stokey at heart, so I was just so proud to be here, whatever the weather and however moist I am. I just appreciate that you're all here. Thank you.
But it's not just you, Lee. What a dominant team. How are we so dominant, Paralympics GB Equestrian?
I think it's great. We've got a massive riding for the disabled organisation, and some of the riders develop on from there. And I just think we love horses in this country. We don't always like them slowing cars down on the roads, but we're a horse nation, and we're now taking on other superpowers like Germany and Holland, and we're just animal lovers, aren't we?
Yeah, we're a superpower in our own right. Ladies and gentlemen, a massive round of applause for the Paralympics equestrian team and Lee Pearson.
He knows how to work a home crowd, doesn't he? Hello to everybody in London who is watching us this evening though. We're very grateful you are watching. Thank you very much. Let's bring on some more of our heroes, shall we? Next, the Paralympic Judo team. Representing the Paralympic Judo team, Jack Hodgson, we have Chris Skelly, John O'Drain should be there as well. We've only got a couple out of the 3. And following on from the Paralympic Judo team, we have the Paralympic Powerlifting team. Natalie Blake coming onto the stage. We've got a silver and a bronze at the Paralympic Powerlifting, including a really important silver for Ali Jawad, a kind of redemption medal for him. So that's the Paralympic Powerlifting team.
And next up we've got representatives from the Paralympic Rowing team. The collection of medals, we've got 3 golds. And 1 bronze, a great performance from the guys, James Fox, Rachel Morris, among some of the guys representing the team here today. Ladies and gentlemen, the Paralympic rowing team, thank you guys. Closely followed by the ladies who delivered without doubt one of the moments of the games, one of the most nail-biting moments that 9 million of you tuned into. Please put your hands together for the Olympic hockey team. And they deserve every decibel of that cheer. Look at those gold medals, they delivered in style.
Kate, come and have a chat. To Captain Kate Richardson-Walsh. You're out?
Yes, I look a bit like a drowned rat, but I'm a Mancunian, so I'm totally fine with it.
So, back on home turf.
Yeah, it's lovely to be home. Thanks for having us.
I've said it before, and lots of people have said it after that, as Helen said, 9 million watched on a Friday night. Do you feel that was a defining moment for women's sport, team sport?
I think all of the performances from the Paralympics and the Olympians, I think everybody did an amazing job. I think for women and young girls, I think we're just saying to them, go out and achieve your dreams. You can do it if you work hard, be dedicated, anything can happen.
What was the spirit in the squad like going into the final? Were there nerves or were you confident?
No, we were just really in the moment. We were just completely focused on our job and doing it for the squad. We were representing the squad of 31, all those women back home who couldn't have made it. We were playing for them, and I think we saw that out on the pitch that night.
Now, importantly, is Maddie Hinch here? Because she was stranded in Holland this morning. So has she made it?
Maddie the Mad Dog Hinch is here.
Our penalty saving expert. And that's another unusual thing for British sport, but obviously for a lot of people who watch English football. Being successful at penalties doesn't happen. I was going to say that often. Let's change that. Doesn't happen ever.
Oh no, we're all right.
Yeah, I know you are.
No, as England, we won the European Championships last year on penalties, and to do it in the Olympic final was just the most epic way to finish. I think we felt the whole country's support behind us, and the girls have done such hard work back at our training base, and we just stuck to our processes. And when Holly put that ball in the goal, I think we erupted just as the whole country did.
Now, one final thing on this, because when we do Olympics and Paralympics, we talk about legacy and we talk about inspiration, and we often talk about it in relation to kids getting involved in hockey, and I know that has been evident since you won, but also lots of adults have got off the settee and discovered hockey.
Yeah, absolutely. Loads of people played hockey at school. Give us a cheer if you played hockey at school. But life takes over. You're too busy and family and work. But there is a hockey club out there for everybody. Every single person can go out and pick up a hockey stick. So please go out and give it a go.
Thank you very much, Judges. As you say, you are a Mancunian girl. Kate Richardson-Walsh and our British women's hockey gold medalist. And next onto the stage, the Olympic judo team. Colin Oates has come to represent the British Olympic judo team. We've got a bronze from Sally Conway. Colin, thank you very much for coming. And following on from Colin in the judo, the Olympic modern pentathlon team.